Hello, Rebecca. Nice to meet you today. So nice to have you here. Today we will talk a little bit about Munay-Ki. So, Rebecca, how did you step into Munay-Ki, and how did you find it? Because I was found by Munay-Ki. I didn't actually search for it. I was found. So how was it with you?
So I was in lockdown. I was on a course and I met Coroner of Earthkeeper Spirit, and she invited me to join your Munay-Ki group, which I did. And I had only heard a little bit about Munay-Ki before then. So I would probably say that I was led gently towards Munay-Ki. And I'd done a little bit of research on Munay-Ki and found out a little bit of information, but hadn't really followed it. So for me, when I realized that I was there in community, speaking to people about all the courses that you'd sort of taken, that's when I started thinking, I'm here. So this must be I would like this, not must be, I would like this to be my next step, my next course. And it sort of drew me in, because I have been feeling very, very disconnected over the last few years. And so I was looking for more connection. So when I was in that sort of community group, that felt really good. And it was, felt very safe, and it was just happy. It was a really happy space. It's a good space to be in. So that encouraged me to then take the course that Coroner offered. And I was looking for ways to reconnect with my body, with my mind, and just myself.
So actually this was what drew you into the course to Munay-Ki.
It was to reconnect, but I would also say that it really was my heart that responded first, and then my mind followed. Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Great. Rebecca, where are you living? So where are you coming from, so that we get a little bit of a feeling?
I live in the Lake District in the northwest area of England. We've had some fabulous weather recently. So it's known for its rain. It's known for a lot of rain in the Lake District, hence the lakes. But it is very mountainous, very beautiful, a very beautiful place to live.
And you like nature, I guess, and you like to be outside.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, my childhood was spent outside, in the rivers and the mountains and lakes, like a lot of people have. Very fortunate.
Yeah, back to Munay-Ki. Can you tell us just one key benefit from going through this process when you started working with Munay-Ki and receiving all these rites? Yeah,
so many. I think obviously with the foundation rites and the Hampe Karpai, the first rite, and building a really deep sense of trust within myself, really began trusting myself. But I think there are so many benefits. I mean, there are so many. I don't think I will ever stop working with the Munay-Ki rites. But also, I think one of the biggest things for me was the support and the guidance that I have received from the lineages, and I'm not alone. I am never alone. So that's a really good feeling. It's a really lovely feeling to feel supported in community with the Munay-Ki community, but also knowing that I'm completely supported by the lineages and everything in the unseen realms. There's a lot of support. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is a heart medicine. It is a medicine that opens the heart, and that is what we are connecting with. We're connecting, with our hearts. So I think I mean, I could talk for hours about it, but I know this has to be short. I think one of the key points in the way that it's really enriched my life is how my heart has, I used to think, what does opening my heart mean? You know, what does that actually mean? Because people mention it and we hear it a lot. And I realized through the Munay-Ki rites, I have realized that it is a way to, obviously your heart is opening to life around you, but opening to yourself, opening to the truth of who you are inside. And just the unlimited amount of love that is there for everybody, and the love that permeates everything. Yeah.
Did you also feel this love for yourself?
Yeah,
Yes.
Absolutely. So sorry, getting back to the whole heart opening. Yeah, compassion, huge amounts of compassion, a beautiful teaching in how to be compassionate for myself, how to be gentle and kind and loving. Start with the self. It has to start with the self, and then we can, you know, but through learning to love ourselves, we can then learn others. And that's really the key teaching for me has been that, and it's been incredible. Yeah. Yeah.
So the hearts are open. Yes. And for your daily life, what enriched your daily life? Is there anything you specifically can point out? Do you have any situations?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is that every morning I wake up and I set the intention to, you know, may all my actions be good. May everything that I do come from the heart, and to broaden my vision so I can see the bigger picture rather than the tiny, tiny detail that you can often get lost in. So, which are the Munay-Ki, you know, the three centers: good action, good heart, and good mind. So I really do every morning set that intention. And I just, I try to spend my day speaking through and listening with my heart rather than my head. Relationships are much easier, and dealing with situations have become much easier because of that change of perception, that way of thinking and being.
Isn't that great?
Yes, wonderful.
So for you, I mean, how long did it take for you, which you described right now?
I think after going through the first 4 foundation rites, which helped me really reconnect to my body and myself, and then moving into the upper rites and receiving the karpais, you know, the initiations from the lineages. As you move up the rites, you know, that's when I experienced an expansiveness, really, a deeper understanding of what was going on, because I have gone through the whole process probably about 2-3 times, and it's a bit like a spiral. So every time you learn something different, it's never the same the second time. So it's just rediscovering the wisdom that is within your own heart, but also, you know, being connected to the wisdom of all the grandmothers and grandfathers and all the lineages, and, you know, so I am but a small part, but with my heart open, you know, it's a wonderful gift to be able to share, and to be able to share, really.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing this. And one last question I have. Do you have any advice for people out there who haven't heard about Munay-Ki and they feel like you felt it at that time? Your heart was connected to Munay-Ki and opened up?
I would just say that it's a really beautiful journey of personal healing. So if you're looking for ways into looking for ways to connect to yourself and to other people, and to get a deeper, build a deeper relationship with nature, the Munay-Ki rites are a really beautiful way of doing that. And even if you, I think your heart will always be called to the rites, the Munay-Ki. They just always will. And sometimes we have to just quieten to listen to it. But I would, if you feel any interest at all, I would have a little read, but just remember that it's much deeper. You go far deeper than what's on the surface. So yeah.
Rebecca, thank you so much. It was so nice talking to you. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, see you soon, and bye-bye. Thank you.
Barbara, thanks for asking me. Bye.